Question.
Good morning everyone, welcome back to Theme Park Parents and welcome to Walibi Belgium, where we are here for our first ever visit to this theme park on the last day of our long weekend away doing a few parks in Europe. Spent Friday and Saturday at Efteling. We did a half day or 3/4 day visit yesterday to Toverland in the Netherlands, and today we are finishing up with a first ever visit to Walibi Belgium, which is home to 10 roller coasters, good bunch of flat rides, and most importantly a potential new number one for me in the form of Kondaa, which is an interim coaster. We got here about 10:20 in the morning and the park is open till 7, but we won't be able to stay for the full park opening because we do have a train to catch later on in the evening back to England. You excited?
Yeah, but I'm not sure whether my feet can hack another 15k day.
Yeah, it's been a long weekend and a lot of walking, yeah. But it has been fantastic. We've done so many new rides and attractions, and
The kids are having a great time as well.
And it was great to experience Efteling, that's for sure. So yeah, let's get into the park and then see what we can get on first. Now luckily this park's more or less in a big circle, so you can just sort of work your way around it. There's no forward and backwardsing on yourself. On the left hand side you've got things like Turbine and Fun Pilot, and on the right hand side you've got Loup-Garou, Vampire, Calamity Mine. So I think we're going to start off on the right, as that's a roller coaster that we can go on with, Calamity Mine. This park does have two standard Vekoma layouts with an SLC and a boomerang, both of which me and Holly have experienced in other forms, so if time does not permit us to go on those, we're not too fussed about missing those out. But yeah, we're going to start off the day with Calamity Mine, I think, and then work our way around the right hand side of the park. Now this is the last time we'll be seeing Loup-Garou in this format, as the next time we come, hopefully it will either be under construction or will be finished as a new hybrid RMC, which I absolutely cannot wait for. And I think a lot of the coaster community has been dying for this to get RMC'd for a long time now. It's one of the only few Vekoma wooden coasters left, and apparently it's not a great ride, so we'll have to see when we ride it later on to see how bad it is in terms of roughness, and it's also not got the strongest of layouts, I hear. This park was featured on the Roller Coaster Tycoon 2 game, which I frequently still play to this day. Of course back then it was known as Six Flags Belgium, as it did used to be a Six Flags park back in the day, until it was taken over by the Walibi group eventually. Right, here we are over at Calamity Mine, the Vekoma mine train coaster. It's got a decent length with 2 lift hills, and it was recently flooded as well, so I'm glad that problem's been solved. It does sit on a bit of a floodplain. So yeah, we're going to get a ride on this now. I didn't know you get wet.
Yeah, she get wet.
Holly is now going for a ride on Dalton Terror, which is the Intamin drop tower. Same as what we used to have in the UK with Apocalypse at Drayton Manor. I'm probably not going to bother with this one. I'm not a massive fan of drop towers. They do frighten me a little bit. But Holly absolutely loves drop towers, so she's going to go on that. And hopefully bring you on a ride with the POV as well for her reaction. So we did start off our day there with the ride on Calamity Mine. It's quite a decent ride. It's good for the family anyway. It's not too janky and rough, although it is an aging ride, so there are some sort of transitions which are a little bit rough. We only it was pretty much walk on. We got straight on the next train that was in the station, which was handy. And yeah, it was quite nice to get on something from my childhood that was featured in a game I still play to this day, Roller Coaster Tycoon.
I can't see anything. It's very, very high. Obviously not as high as Hurricane Condor. You get a good hold at the top as well. Some nice views. I wouldn't have minded being on that side of the tower. So obviously I was looking more at the car park. I wouldn't have minded looking that way. But yeah, it's good. Good.
Right, we're going to head now over to Tiki-Waka, which is the park's Gerstlauer bobsled coaster. Eloise absolutely loved Cobra over at Polton's, and this will be Rowan's first opportunity to try one of these since we couldn't do that last time we went to Polton's. Currently sitting on a 30-minute wait, hopefully one of our longest waits of the day. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Nice long ride, lots of transitions and elements. We get to experience this as a whole family as well. Right, Tiki-Waka. Wait about 25 minutes, and here we are. Standard formation of Eloise and myself. Well, I'm gonna get my ride in on Kondaa now, and then we can use the baby swap so Holly can have hers instantaneously, which would be quite handy. Here we go then on Kondaa, second row from the front. Waited only 15 minutes for the single rider there. That was so
Wow.
awesome. I love that so much. I knew I would because it's so airtime focused.
Yeah, that is on par with Hyperion for me. Obviously we used the baby swap. I got straight on. I was second row from the back.
Yep.
You were second row from the front.
I used single rider and I only waited about 15 minutes, I think. It was advertised on 20, so I saved 5 minutes there, but the baby switch really worked well, to be fair.
Yes, yeah, I was literally straight on the next train. Dan spoke to them and it was as if she was waiting for me because they had a row at the back blocked off and then there was another single rider there waiting for me as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah, brilliant.
It's not my new number one. Definitely not, but
No.
it might make top 10. I need a couple more rides in it. I want to get
You
a
thought
seat.
that would beat two Tartars? Are you mental?
It's airtime based. I love airtime,
No.
but I want a couple more rides on it. One near the back, so I can experience it from that point of view as well. Because obviously you get flung over those hills a lot more at the back. Didn't hurt then, did it?
No, it was comfortable.
I thought those airtime hills at the end might send you up in your seat a bit and bruise your legs.
Yeah, well, no. If I'm honest, whatever that octopus ride is, I think it's just called octopus. I've got a bruised arm from the force of it spinning really fast at the end.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Because whilst Dan was on Kondaa, I took the kids on two smaller rides just to keep them happy and occupied.
Did you take them on that little swingy thing?
Yeah, I have no idea what that was.
It was very forceless.
It was the slowest little, I don't even know what it is I've ever seen.
We're going to head over now to the other coaster which I was looking forward to just as much as Kondaa, to be fair, which is Megalodon. For different reasons though, because Rowan and Eloise can both get on this and it looks absolutely awesome for a family coaster. It's got 3 launches, it's a Gerstlauer airtime coaster, it's themed around sharks. So I think Rowan's going to absolutely love this one. Over there is Turbine, which is the Schwarzkopf shuttle looper. Again, one of the original rides from Roller Coaster Tycoon. But now we're going to head over to Megalodon. I really cannot wait to get on this. It's going to be awesome. Here we go then on Megalodon. Wait only less than 5 minutes.
Head back.
Go!
Robin, head back.
Here's the second launch.
Second launch, head back.
Last launch. No? Oh, that was fantastic. Well, Mecalodon is absolutely brilliant. I love that coaster. I'm thoroughly impressed by that. That was absolutely brilliant. Eloise loved it as well. It was a little bit too much for Rowan, but he said he does want to try it again later on, so we'll have to see if we can get him on it. We've just gone for some fish and chips into the little restaurant that's by Mecalodon, and while the kids are finishing their food, I'm going to go for a ride on Turbine, which is the Schwarzkopf shuttle looper. Another original ride from the Roller Coaster Tycoon game. Not going to bother filming on rides, I think most of it's in the dark, but I'm very much looking forward to this. Never done one of these before. It's a bit of nostalgia, so we'll see how it goes. It's only sitting on a 5-minute wait as well, so it shouldn't be too long before I can get on it. Well, I walked straight up into the station, so it's going to be on the next cycle. Well, I've just been for my ride there on Turbine, and I have to say that was quite a good ride, to be fair. The visual effects inside make it quite interesting, and Holly's just come off her ride as well. Thoughts?
I'm confused. Launch, loop, up,
Yep, back down, same layout.
Loop. Is that it?
Yeah? There seems a lot more than what the actual layout is because of how well it's done.
The thing is, I saw that.
Yeah.
And then I saw the spike on the other side.
Yeah.
So I kind of figured that there was going to be something that went up.
I quite enjoyed that, to be fair, for an old ride.
It was good.
Yeah.
It's very smooth. If it's old, it's very smooth.
Very old.
There was just a guy behind me who was being funny, shouting the whole time.
That's always annoying.
Yeah.
And Turbine there is almost identical to what used to be at Alton Towers in Forbidden Valley, which was the Thunder Looper. It just has a slightly different launch system. This also, when it was first built, used to be outside, but then they enclosed it quite some time back. I think before the time of Six Flags, but definitely glad they did because it brings a lot more to the ride. Got some visual effects in there, some strobe lights, and I think the fact it's in the dark just makes it a little bit more of a mystery. So yeah, Turbine there. Quite a good ride. I'll try and get another one later on, but at least I've done it, and it is definitely worth a ride. Right, we're going to head over now to the last roller coaster which Rowan can do, which is Fun Pilot, a small Zero Junior coaster. I'm sure he'll love this one, as he always likes these junior Zero coasters, much like Farmyard Flyer and the new Chasers Mountain Mission over at Chessington.
Not these people, that.
No. And then we'll just make our way around the lake, over towards Cobra, Vampire. Try to get on Pulsar later on.
Got a big queue normally, doesn't it?
Yeah, and especially on days like today, it is a soaker, so it's always good to get on.
Because it's a wet ride, I might miss it purely for the fact that we are going to have a long drive home and I don't want to be sat in the car soaking wet.
Yeah, it's not nice, is it? And then the only other major coaster I'd like to do would be Loup-Garou.
Yes.
The Vekoma wooden one, which is over the other side of the lake. Not too fussed about doing Vampire, which is the park's Vekoma SLC. Often slated as one of the most painful and roughest rides in Europe, but it is getting knocked down next year, so maybe I will take my chance to ride it. We'll see.
If it's rougher than Mayan, then maybe not.
There goes Pulsar over the lake. Matt rides water coaster, shuttle coaster. It's quite. Holly's just taking the children on one of the small boat rides. I can't remember what it's called, so I've come for a ride on Cobra, which is the park's Vekoma boomerang. Old type restraints, old type trains. Going to be very rough. One of the original coasters at this park, so I'm not looking forward to a great experience, but I do want to give it a go just to see how it feels, because I've only ever done one of these before, which was Wipeout over at Pleasurewood Hills in Lowestoft. too bad actually. Now for the backwards part. Here we go. Ow, my head. That wasn't too bad actually, quite enjoyable. Oh, intense though. Now this may be a controversial decision, but I actually preferred that to Wipeout at Pleasurewood Hills, which has the lap bar restraint. I found that actually more comfortable. It does have the older trains, but especially on the lift hill when you're leaning forward, you're supported all around in the chest area, whereas on the one at Pleasurewood Hills Wipeout, you're only supported across the belly area, and there's a lot of weight and it is quite uncomfortable actually. That was no headbanging in that at all, to be fair. I didn't find that too rough. So yeah, that was actually quite an enjoyable Vekoma boomerang, and that was Cobra. While I was on this, Holly's taken the children on Popcorn Revenge over there. I'll have to get her opinions on that when she comes back.
So I have just taken the kids on Popcorn Revenge, and it's an interactive dark ride, absolutely brilliant. Popcorn's taken over the world, and obviously we're there to save the day, more me than the kids, but still very, very good. So yeah, we got to shoot all the bad popcorns.
Nice.
Yeah, it was great fun. I'm not sure how much walking I can physically do. I have already said to Dan that my feet are killing me after 4 days of constantly walking. He doesn't let me rest, do you?
No.
So I'm forcing him to have a nice chill ride now on the carousel.
Right, Holly's going to head over to Loup-Garou now, or the Wolf. Give her first ride on that with Eloise, and I'm going to head on to the chair swings with Rowan, because he loves these rides. They are good fun. It's only on a 5-minute queue, Loup-Garou, so hopefully shouldn't take too long. Looks like all the major coasters today are operating on one train. Vampire, Kondaa and Loup-Garou all on one train, which is a little bit unfortunate. I expect to have 2 trains most of the time, but still, queues aren't too bad at all. So yeah, Holly's going to get on that and we'll see what her reaction is. Right then, it's time for my ride now on Loup-Garou, the 2001 Vekoma wooden coaster. And I'm probably only going to be able to get to do this once today because they are running out of time, and we still would like to do Kondaa and Megalodon again. But it would be nice to experience this before it's closed at the end of the season for a 2-year refurbishment and reimagining as an RMC hybrid, which absolutely looks insane, and I really can't wait for 2028 when it's due to open. This is a notoriously rough coaster with quite a weak layout, so what I've heard, so I'm interested to see how it rides and how much I enjoy it, because I do generally like wooden coasters. Eloise and Holly just getting off now, so we'll get their reaction and then I'll head on with the POV. That's the roughest coaster I've ever done. That's worse than Tenere to Zeus before the retrack.
Yeah.
You love that, didn't you?
Yeah. It's not big enough.
I think she liked that more than Troy, which we did yesterday at Turbine. That was just awful, but Holly's got something even more controversial to say.
I definitely preferred Loup-Garou over Troy. It was honestly. You want to go on Megalodon?
Yeah.
We can go on that again. But yeah,
Loup-Garou, that was something just truly unimaginably painful, and there's throws about everywhere. The profiling is terrible. It's not even that much of an enjoyable layout.
no, I really liked it. I liked it more than Troy for sure. I didn't find it as rough as Troy. The only thing that I found.
You didn't find that as rough as Troy?
And I
Troy's
enjoyed
smooth
it.
compared to that.
I feel like the only downfall for that one is that the restraints aren't as comfortable. Same seats, like same train style with like the lovely cushioned seats and stuff, but the lap bar dug in a little bit to me.
Just killed me. We've only got one more coaster that we do want to get on, which is Pulsar. But other than that, we're just on time for rewrites
Yeah, but
now.
do I want to go on Pulsar and get absolutely soaked?
I definitely do. I think Eloise might be.
I know that we do have changes of clothes in the car. Obviously, we have been travelling. We have got dry clothes.
Yeah.
But
It is a soaker. We'll see.
yeah, I want to watch it though.
Yeah. Alright, Holly's taking the plunge and is going to take Eloise on Pulsar.
Can I put my bag in your bag?
Yeah.
My prized possession is in here.
And then I'm going to take Rowan back on Megalodon, who's decided he wants to give it another go. So we're going to do that. And then.
Actually, no, there is a bag holder. I'll
Yeah,
use
okay,
that.
that's fine.
Okay.
Well, I'll let you know when I'm finished and I'll come over and see you.
Send you a message.
Yes.
Good luck.
Yeah, right, me and Rowan are gonna head back over to Mecalodon now for a second ride of the day. The shark coaster, and Rowan's gonna give it another try because it was a bit much for him this morning.
I'm going to sit near the front.
Yep, I'm gonna try and get a little bit closer to the front so it's not as intense and whippy as that just put him off it a little bit this morning. I was hoping that they'd let us just wait for a seat near the front. Looks like it's just the one boat today on Pulsar, hence why it's got a 20-minute queue. There it goes.
How does it even do that?
Right, then back over to Megalodon, which is on a 10-minute wait. We're thoroughly impressed by this coaster. Looking forward to getting back on it. That's good! Whee! Here comes the next launch. Bumpy bits. Whee! Whee! straight on. And here's Pulsar. Matt rides shuttle water coaster. There you go. That was a refreshing spray. So me and Rowan had our second ride there on Megalodon, and he absolutely loved it this time. It is a little bit less intense in the front, so that really did help. Me and Then me and Eloise made advantage of the parent swap on Pulsar and walked straight on that after Holly and Eloise had gone that. And let me tell you, Pulsar is awesome. What a coaster, really good. Really punchy launches, great air time. I like the two spikes at either end. You experience them forwards and backwards. Really good. Shame it's only on one boat, so the queue is a little bit long, but we did take advantage of the parent swap there. We're now about to go for our third ride on Mecalodon, because Rowan's favourite coaster is now this one, I think, and Eloise has only had a chance to experience it once today, so we're going back on Megalodon, and then we'll work our way back to the front, passing Kondaa again. Megalodon is truly awesome, and it is by far my favourite family coaster that I've ever ridden. If you're ever in Calais with the car, or if you're ever near Brussels, you have got to get to this park to experience that, because it is just absolutely fantastic. It is so good, and I'm so glad that Rowan has been able to go on it, because he's only 1.12 m tall. So there's not a great deal in terms of thrill coasters that he can get on. But I enjoyed it, and he loved it. So yeah, it is, honestly, you have to get on it, because it is absolutely phenomenal. Such a good job by Gerstlauer. It's packed full of air time, it's really fast. The three launches really do kick well, it's well themed, it's a long layout, really long layout. Yeah, absolutely fantastic. Megalodon has probably made it into my top 15, I'd say. And it's a family coaster, so it really is something else. Megalodon is also special in another way, because that is Eloise's 50th different roller coaster. So proud of her. Right, well, I think I've finally managed to kill Holly. As she said, she does not have the energy to do any more rides, which is fair enough. It's been 4 days of non-stop walking and rides at Efteling, Toverland, and today Walibi Belgium. So we're going to conclude the day with another ride on Kondaa. I do hope I get somewhere near the back this time, because the front was pretty good, but I do feel like the back will be better for that time, so hoping that I get somewhere near the back this time. We'll check out single rider, see what that's looking like, but if not, I'll just wait in the main queue, which is sitting on 25 minutes. Definitely say that is a back row coaster. The speed at which you get flung into the elements and the airtime hills is just phenomenal. It is definitely a back ride coaster. I found that so much better than the experience I had this morning on the second to front row. and it's just all again about the speed you get pulled into the elements at. Obviously it's so airtime based as it is, but when you're in the back it's just so much better. Yeah, I think Kondaa has definitely made it up there into my top coasters, but not really sure where. I'm going to finish off the day now by riding what can arguably be described as Europe's most painful roller coaster, other than Loup-Garou of course, and that is Vampire, the park's SLC. One of the original SLCs which has not been retracked, does not have new trains. So I'm interested to see how it rides because it is getting removed at the end of next year, so I won't have another chance to do it. Probably won't be back here until 2028 when Loup-Garou's RMC conversion opens, so this will be the only chance I have to do it. Holly's not going to bother with it, she's done, she's finished. She wants to go back to England, fair enough. But I am going to give it a go and see how it rides. So that is the last ride we'll be doing here today at Walibi Belgium, Vampire. Right then, here we are at Vampire, 1999 Vekoma SLC. Let's do this, see how painful it really is. That was shaky. Luckily they're removing this next year, or at the end of next year. Oh, I don't know if rattle about it. Well, we finished our day there with a ride for myself on Vampire, which was awful.
Well, you weren't going to go on it for that reason. I don't know why you changed your mind.
When I'm another chance. It's getting knocked down next year.
From what you've said, it doesn't seem like it's going to be a massive loss.
No, not really.
I finished my day at the gift shop with the kids. I bought myself a lanyard and I bought Eloise a teddy. Rowan already picked earlier on a Megalodon shark.
Yeah, so, he loves it already.
Yeah. So
that's Holly's new thing now, is a lanyard and pin collection.
Yeah. But that just means that we are going to need to go back to Fantasialand and Energylandia
and all the other ones
and all of the other ones, just so I can get a lanyard and a pin. So, I mean, we need an excuse. Yeah. We now have one.
But today has been absolutely brilliant. This whole weekend has been so full on and long, and I have just about killed Holly. Yeah,
I am
probably
exhausted.
Won't be doing this again, to be fair. I think we'll just do individual trips next time, but it's been good to whack out a load of parks at once.
If you even mention doing another trip like this, I may have to divorce you.
Yeah,
because
that's fair enough.
I can't do it. I can't do it again.
Today has been awesome though. There've been really low crowds. Operations have been good throughout. No downtime. Eloise and Rowan have got a new favourite coaster, I think. At least Rowan does, with the shark, Mecalodon. And Kondaa was great to get on.
Eloise has actually hit her 50th coaster on this trip as well.
Yep, that's another milestone reached. It's been a good trip, to be fair. The weather's been scorching.
Yeah, don't I know it? I'm Ginger.
I'm glad we've finally been able to get to this park for the first time though, because I have been wanting to come here for quite some time and get on a lot of the rides. Probably won't come back until at least 2028 when the new Loup-Garou RMC opens.
That's going to make it so much better than it already is. I didn't know that it was getting an RMC retrack.
Yeah.
The whole thing.
Yeah.
They're not going to do a Tenere Zeus on us, are they? And just retrack a part of it.
They're turning it into Zadra, essentially. It's going to be a hybrid. Yeah. You want to see the conception art for it?
that's all from us. We have a really long drive back to Calais now. Our train is at
About 22:10 or 22:11.
hopefully we can get on an earlier one, but we are going to stop in and grab some lunch in the little terminal while we're there. Hit duty free, maybe treat myself to a new perfume, but yeah, then once we have crossed over back into Folkestone, we have another 2.5 drive home.
It is a long way, but I'm glad we've driven it. It's just given us a lot more flexibility, and we've managed to hit out Toverland as well.
Yeah.
So thank you for joining us. We hope you enjoyed the ride.
We'll see you in the next one.
Bye-bye.
Bye guys.